Restoration is brought to you by
Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
Yes, extra long sanitary pad for extra comfort.
We got yes protection.
Adonko hand sanitizer. Sure odo. Never home by.
Thank you, mommy.
Introducing Indomie beef flavor.
Hello, very, very, very wonderful evening to all of you, and welcome to Restoration with Stacy. And I'm smiling because I'm feeling myself today. Like, I really love this whole Egyptian, Ghanaian, Muslim look. I'm really loving it. And today I have to really give ABS Lux Line thumbs up. I really love this look. My guest was like, hey, wait there. I said, hi, JP. I'm really loving it. ABS Lux Line. Thank you very much, Ophelia, for this queenly outfit you have for me today. And of course, the Gele Center. Yeah, who's I mean, my boy Gele Nepe near a Gele Center. So this is coming from Gele Center, and it's an auto Gele, so you can take it off and put it down. The next time you're going out, you just wear it and clip it back, and you're good. So I want to say a very big thank you to them first. A very big thank you also going out to my sponsors: Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people; Yas washing powder and Yas sanitary pad; Hoochcon and Chocoflakes, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, Adonko Original Hand Sanitizer, and Adonko Next Level. My makeup is by Divine Cassie. My guest makeup is by GH Beauty Artistry. And I already told you about my Gele. It's from the Gele Center. Ella, thank you so much. You and your team, you're simply amazing. And there is one Gele that you should ask for when you go to the Gele Center. It's called the Stacy Auto Gele. I know you're going to love that one as well. A big thank you to Brian Phil Photography for always capturing the amazing moments we have here on this set, and to M Clan Media Production. You guys are simply amazing. We'll be right back after this break.
Remember the days I just couldn't go to the gym because it was that time of the month? Yas extra long sanitary pad took the worry away. Easy.
Yes, comfort. I got yes, confidence. I got yes.
The new Yas extra long sanitary pad is the joy of every woman. It is extra absorbent and fits perfect. Don't allow anything to hold you back when it's that time.
Wow.
Yes, yes, yes.
Feel confident, stay fresh.
Hi. Is it supposed to be that time of the month? Yes.
I got yes, confidence. I got
Yes.
we got yes, protection. I got
Yas extra long sanitary pad for extra comfort.
we got yes, protection.
Hello, your friend Jackie. So we will be a winning on who are the jet to semia and pimpino. You to me 5 gems if in Kitadia, you need your busia, your fans, any and down for any. Nanso, wobetumi abɔ ho ban using Adonko hand sanitizer debia any brebia. Every say yetumi fa germs efri nyama yensa isom. Adonko hand sanitizer betumi abɔ ho ban debia free germs, bacteria ayini ihu. Adonko hand sanitizer try odo na bɔ ho ban.
FDA ahwehwɛ sɛ adwadie nkratoyi mu agye atum sɛ eye.
See, you gotta have a smile, no matter what it takes. Then you gotta take perk down, love the way it tastes. Feel the perky buzz from your toes to your face. You gotta take perk down, perky it today. Say oh, 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 oh. You gotta take perk down, perky it today.
Perk up anywhere, even at home, with a rich, milky taste of Peck biscuits. This advert is FDA approved.
Wake up! We have just 50 minutes to set off.
Let's go.
We want jollof for school.
Show time.
I'll make jollof.
Jollof? We have 45 minutes. What about the cutting, chopping, blending?
Tasty Tom Jollof Mix has all the ingredients to make jollof already mixed in the pack.
Is it going to taste the same?
So you say da.
And if I jollof no hooking me.
Pour oil. Add 1 pack of 210 grams Tasty Tom Jollof Mix. Fry for 10 minutes. Add water, some cube, and salt. Add rice. In 45 minutes. Sharp. Let jollof now bing. Right on time.
Delicious jollof and in 45 minutes?
Wow!
Easy cry. Tasty Tom Jollof Mix. Delicious jollof. Sharp. This advert is FDA approved.
Pepsodent is aware that globally, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. That's why by giving her Pepsodent, you're not only protecting her teeth, but also helping her grow up and thrive at every stage of her life with a healthy and confident smile, so she can succeed and achieve all of her dreams. Because every smile matters.
Every child is so unique.
You like no other.
Outstanding in every way.
It's me like no other.
So anytime you walk and play,
you like no other.
You are special like Indomie.
It's me like no other.
Did you know that every child on the planet has their own unique fingerprint like no other?
You like no other. I can play the drums. I'm talented. It's me like no other.
I can sing. I can dance.
You like no other.
As well as their own unique talents and abilities.
I can cook. I can paint. You like no other. Indomie. It's you like no other.
So every day, in whatever you do, remember you are special in your own way, like no other.
Thank you, Mom, for letting me know I'm special and for making me my special Indomie.
Thank you, Mommy.
Introducing Indomie beef flavor. Buy now.
This effort is FDA approved.
Kojo, wait. Where are you getting all these items from in this economy? Kojo, are you stealing?
Papa, it's not like that. There is a guaranteed gift in every bag of Royal Aroma or precious rice you buy.
Oh yes, the good news is true. This one, it not be try your luck. Get to the nearest market and pick up any of the amazing Royal Aroma range of products or precious rice. You go win something instantly. Run away, dear. Royal Aroma say, oh yeah, ready be.
This advert is FDA approved.
Pepsodent is aware that globally, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. That's why by giving her Pepsodent, you're not only protecting her teeth, but also helping her grow up and thrive at every stage of her life with a healthy and confident smile, so she can succeed and achieve all of her dreams. Because every smile matters.
Hey, you people, you are not hungry, eh?
We are, Oma. We'll be there soon.
Go. Oh, why are you so unfair? Oh.
Babe, please calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. But you don't know. Have you seen this red light? Oh, this red light is wicked. Oh, you are telling me to calm down.
Don't let hunger slow your veil. Chock it with the great tasting Royal King Cracker, made with butter and fortified wheat flour to keep you going with your bugger level intact. Royal King Cracker, take chock your hunger. This advert is FDA approved.
Leadership does not come by chance. It comes by lots of preparation because it is a calling. And if you don't have that calling, you can never be a great leader. My guest today has proven to the world that he can be an absolutely great leader because he's gone through the phases. And today, I am proud to say he's not just a friend, but my brother who is pushing towards a great leadership to help build a better Ghana for all of us. My guest today is a young man you all know, a young man who serenades you all the time with great gospel music, but also gives you a very tough time on his seat when he gets the chance to interview you. Please give it up for my guest, Franky 5. Franky, and I mean, know. How hot is your seat?
This is my first time ever.
There's always a first to everything.
Yeah, this is my first time ever after starting, media, radio. I'm getting to be interviewed. I always do the...
my sister I dare not tell
It's all good, but I feel comfortable. I'm home.
Yeah, you're home. So I'm
home.
Me down. Oh, there be a okay. We're not for the trend. We're looking for the stories that will motivate and push people.
Exactly.
Trend that is in 2 days, 3 days, no trend. We are not about that.
Nice.
We're looking for positivity.
Nice.
Because what do you gain pushing your fellow down with negativity?
Right.
It also goes a long way to affect you as well.
Right.
So here, it's all about positivity. It's amazing to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here and to tell my story.
Wow. So let's get into the storytelling.
Yeah.
We all know Franky 5.
Mm-hmm.
That is the showbiz name.
Yeah.
Who is Franky 5?
Well, I was born Frank Kwabna Owusu in a little town, Antiquiapim, the Okre constituency called Ebrew. It's a town that starts the entire Okre constituency. To a very small family, Yeniskasa, quite a moderate family. I grew up there, attended Ebrew SDA school for up to class 3, and my mom brought us back to Accra to continue school. So I settled in Alajo.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm a Zongo boy, hello. I grew up in Alajo, Nima Mamobi, Kutubabi area. So I attended Alajo 1 and 2, primary and GSS. That's a government school. And then afterwards, I went to Kufuridua Sectech, Kufuridua Secondary Technical School in Kof Town.
So the East in what the numbers will be free.
Oh, East
in the
where? Yeah. Afterwards, then I had my first degree at Valley View University, Oibi.
And I said, no, still, I'll pass all
Eastern
kind as well. I never.
You
baby, I won't go baby. Oh, bank kind. I was saying,
so it's been a good educational journey for me, and to me, fine, and so we were able to sail through basic SHS and the university smoothly. After university, my national service back again at Ekuapim Rural Bank. In fact, I really wanted to go out of Ekuapim for a while, but posting a buy, normally me Ekuapim Rural Bank. And see, my corporate life started at Manfi Ekuapim. I'm a assistant accountant at Ekuapim Rural Bank. Grew through it, and after my national service, I stayed on and worked as a substantive staff for 2 years.
When you now had it?
After 2 years, I wanted to really move into mainstream banking because now my developing career and from there, I really enjoyed doing banking. Until maybe started with Standard Trust Bank. I think Standard Trust Bank. Standard Trust Bank was the first Nigerian bank to come to Ghana. In Tubesha, there was an era from 2007 to 2008 when Ghana. That was the first Nigerian bank to come to Ghana. And the real man UBA a toy. So a UBA never told Standard Trust Bank. So I was swallowed. So I was swallowed by UBA. So I worked with UBA for about 4.5 to 5 years. And I was poached by then Intercontinental Bank.
Okay.
Me ohana Access Bank betoye.
So
I've seen two takeovers. Access Bank betoye. Then Dr. Kwabena Dufo came to poach me from Access Bank to Unibank to head the commodities desk. Okay. Because at Access Bank, now I dealt with exports, FDIs, foreign direct investments. And so moving to Unibank to head commodities desk was very easy
for you.
Because I was already dealing with the inflows of gold, cocoa and stuff. So it was quite okay for me to move to the corporate side. I stayed on for a while and skabe me de kakra. Until Fidelity this kakra be 2 meetings so. Then Fidelity was also setting up a new export desk because back in the day, I think it was driving, FDIs were driving a lot of inflows for the banks. It's now banks in a desk where they can concentrate on export financing. Between Fidelity Bank. I worked there for a while and moved to First Atlantic Bank.
Bravo move.
First Atlantic.
What kind of know, but one can sit and
oh, yeah, fine.
And Yanka won't call.
Yeah, fine. So I moved to First Atlantic Bank and came back from corporate to retail banking. Into retail banking, I had to take over some branches. Into Mikosi North Industrial Area branch of First Atlantic Bank. When he said how far from that time industrial area now it was the only bank with a shower curtain and even a glass but when say you a single glass no
life now building.
So a few honor and I decided to upgrade a little bit into maybe fee banking system in him for some time and then that was when the love for music and media communication and stuff started coming in through your own brother Nasi.
Oh.
Yeah. Timi called Nasi studio. In fact, na me told you, me was kunya na me told you pa. Timi my first album in 2004. And Nasi, Abna Ruthi introduced me man Nasi.
Okay.
So I was actually going to re-record that album. Now through introduction, I'm more of a corporate banker than a musician. So why don't I manage him?
Okay.
Then that was how I started managing No Tribe and Nasi. So I did the rebranding of No Tribe, did the rebranding of Nasi from NACY to NACEE.
No.
Yeah. Then we a hot in the interest of the media.
Or branding knowledge, no?
Yeah.
Every bank, and about music to make it more presentable.
More presentable because I loved music and especially gospel music. I'm a high life person, and we know gospel music always ride on high life rhythms. So, now me per se, me boa necessarily the face of gospel music in Ghana. Back in the day, gospel music was the talk of town. But we lost it. My secular music be taking over for a long time. So, but the ball that we left was the branding of the gospel music. And, I saw that those who were topping the charts were few. Because one moment me show in terms of brand positioning and their personal brands and all that. See, I used Nasi No Tribe as
a case study.
A case study, and it was quite successful. I'm like, why not open up and impact that sector with the knowledge that I have? And that was how I started to deal with most of these artists and radio presenters, TV presenters. Started dealing with all of them. So at the point, I took over CC Chuma as well and changed the CC from CECE to CECCY. That's rebranding and all that, yeah. So it was an interesting journey, and that was how I landed myself on radio.
Was radio always a part of you?
Never. In fact, I never ever thought I would sit behind a console and open a microphone and talk.
How did that happen?
How did it happen? It was in Nasi studio again. And after we had recorded Counselor 1 for Nasi, we were looking forward to getting some presenters to push the thing. They were not pushing it. Or radio stations. Like, I'm a very good talker. So because I did most of my banking experience was on sales.
Yeah.
So like selling music there is the same thing. The same formula can be put on radio and you sell it. So why don't I develop a concept myself and we find a way to finance it and put it on radio so that I host it myself. That was Nasi's decision.
Okay.
Then we opened it up for consultation. Name have to come up. What concept should it take and all that. So I had to go and do a little research to get a concept a bit different from all other gospel shows in the country, because there was one trend the time I started. It was live worship. Every gospel show, live worship. So I wanted to do something different from what everybody was doing. That was how I landed on the gospel commissioning. Now go ye into the world and preached the word and baptized them in the name of God, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. So my concept was based on that. This is Gospel was actually based on the gospel commission.
Okay.
So what can we call gospel? Is it the live worship that we are doing, or is it just artists coming to the studio to sing over overdubs and stuff? No. But can we go into the life of the artist and match how their turnaround in Christ in spreading the gospel? Because everyone who came to Christ, after they meet him, they have an experience.
Yeah.
So I used Saul's case in the Bible, Saul, in becoming Paul. And we all know it happened in Damascus, on the road to Damascus. So I named it The Damascus Experience.
Okay.
I want a concept in it by. And then we had to look for a radio station. Then it was Plus FM, Sammy Flex, those days. And I had to go and pay and do it. And the money they were calling was so huge. So I had to go and get a sponsor. Minya sponsor back home. Maybe I be show no on pay plus or pay hit. So I had to take it to hit. He sponsored it for some few months. Big Gifts Cosmetics, and shouts to the man Michael. He sponsored it for me to start the show 6 years ago on Hit FM. Wow. And that was how This Is Gospel started.
So how long did he sponsor it?
He sponsored it for about 7 to 8 months, and funds were not coming anymore. So then the Honorable Deputy Minister, Mr. Okrikumanti, was the programs director, and he liked it. What he said was, listen, so the funds are not coming in anymore, but the show has picked up. It was getting traction because how different it is. It was bringing all sort of people, not just gospel artists, but Christians. Everybody who believes in Christ, be it a sportsman, clergy, film, music, musician, wherever it is. I'm able to put spotlight on you. We find your Damascus experience, how you met Christ and what it has done for you and the people around you. And so he liked the concept because it was different. So he accepted it on the show without me paying.
Okay.
That was how
it became like a partnership.
It became a partnership and part of the programming on Hit FM. Hit FM never did gospel by the time they took over as multimedia. There was nothing gospel. It was a 100% secular entertainment channel. So I was the first person to put gospel on Hit FM. And it picked up. So I started picking the awards. Right after 1 year, I started picking awards. So that was how God was able to bring me on radio, and we're able to change the dynamics and how to position Christian music in Ghana.
But this platform has actually made you a force to reckon with when it comes to the gospel music industry. And I asked you a question and you were laughing. You've become so influential that now you've been graced with that voice to say, because I know you might say it's not true. I know you have a group called Table of Men, which is yourself, Akwesi Ernest, Kofi Donko, Obi Nete, Ninoy, now I be
Albert of Footprint TV.
Footprint TV. Maybe one name is Akaba. And word out there is you are the men who decides who is a hit within the gospel fraternity. And Moka say, "We, yeah, man, on your hit, on your hit."
Okay.
How true is that?
It's not true. What you are describing is a mafia and a cartel kind of a system.
That you see, I was trying not to, but that is the picture that has been painted about the Table of Men.
Okay.
Me, I don't sing gospel. Mo gospel singers na neka. They say, hey, says Uncle Neka said Debbie. It just said Debbie. But if you say, oh, we are Jonathan, and you no be a hit, but mo can say, we, yeah, man, in your hit, on your hit. How true is that? I know you wouldn't lie to me.
I won't lie to you. I'll tell you the truth. This is how it started. When I entered, like I said, I wanted to actually contribute in changing the face of how we present Christian music in Ghana. I saw few guys who were also like-minded people, and they could influence, they could cause a change, but everybody was working in silos. So we decided, why don't we bring our energies together? We will be a force when we are together than in working in silos.
There is unity in numbers.
Good. So
and strength in unity.
So I called all of them. We came together and we started to look at, dissected the music system in Ghana. Not gospel, the entire music system. And we noticed that there were few people who were always topping the charts, and they were becoming reference points. They were getting all the ambassadorial deals and everything. And our gospel people were being impoverished. They were getting poor each and every day. So we wanted to make them rich also, just like the secular guys. How would they be able to minister and still be able to make money from their ministry? They should concentrate on recording the tracks. We will concentrate on the business side of it and position them so they can make money. That was the whole idea. That was the whole concept. It wasn't like a mafia system, but it was in a good cause that if you are doing well and we pinpoint you, all of us will give our energies to you, and nobody can stop us. Because we've been there. We've been in the corporate system. We know how it works. How to sell music, how to dialogue, how to negotiate, how to lobby. We know how to do it. So we didn't have platforms. When I say platforms, not enough gospel shows. Number two, not enough representation on gospel, on music boards. The biggest music awards in Ghana, Vodafone Ghana Music Awards, VGMA, had only about 1 or 2 people every time, either 1 or 2 people. So when automatically, if there's a voting going on and a gospel artist is presented, that person may not be able to justify why that gospel artist should be at the top.
But you could have about 8 people representing secular music, and so they would always get there.
So what we said to ourselves was that, listen, we are going to push ourselves on all these boards.
By force.
Oh, sister, we will push ourselves. We will have to sit on these boards. And it worked. It worked. Within a matter of a year or 2, we started seeing the change. So we sat on boards. I sat on 3 Music, others went on the VGMA through Fifi Forcing and the rest. And we started, causing havoc, In fact, I actually started the honor a gospel artist at the VGMA because every time when they were giving the lifetime achievement, they always went to either a high life artist or a veteran, blah, blah, blah. There was no. And our gospel legends were there. Professor Kofi Abraham was there, Elder Mriku was there, and all these giants were there. They were not honoring them. So it was part of the movement, and I started that movement. And that very year, they honored a veteran gospel artist. So it was a movement that was working. When we spoke, they listened, and we were able to cause a change in all these boards. Now, this is what we did. It wasn't a scheme that would bring down people's efforts and not push. Ours were to just look at the positive side. Whatever that you are doing, if it's positive, and we believe that
you give them the push,
you can get the numbers that you deserve. Maybe you are not doing it right. We call you and we position you properly. We will deliberately push you down their throat and they will accept. We started with Jometo when we had Jometo winning the Artist of the Year.
A table of men. I want a seat at that table. We'll be right back after this break.
Remember the days I just couldn't go to the gym because it was that time of the month? Yas extra long sanitary pad took the worry away. Easy.
Yas comfort, I got Yas confidence, I got Yas.
The new Yas Extra Long Sanitary Pad is the joy of every woman. It is extra absorbent and fits perfect. Don't allow anything to hold you back when it's that time.
Wow. Yes.
Feel confident, stay fresh.
Hi. Is it supposed to be that time of the month?
Yes. I got Yas confidence, I got
Yes.
We got Yas protection, I got
Yas Extra Long Sanitary Pad for extra comfort.
We got Yas protection.
Hello, your friend Jackie. So we will be a winning on who are there just to send me and Pimpino, your to me 5 gems if in Kitsadia, your near Brucia, your fans, any and down for any. Nanso, what bet to me about home by using a Donko hand sanitizer, debia, any brebia. If you say you to me 5 gems, if in Yama Yensa is so, a Donko hand sanitizer, bet to me about home by debia, free gems, bacteria, you need in home. A Donko hand sanitizer, sure or dog, never home by.
FD, I said, Jedi and Kratoimu, Adia to say.
See, you gotta have a smile. No matter what it takes, then you gotta take perk down. Love the way it tastes. Feel the perky buzz from your toes to your face. You gotta take perk down. Perky it today. Say oh, 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 oh.
perk up anywhere, even at home with the rich milky taste of Peck biscuits. This advert is FDA approved.
Wake up! We have just 50 minutes to set off.
Let's go.
We want jollof for school.
Shower time.
I'll make jollof.
Jollof? We have 45 minutes. What about the cutting, chopping, blending?
Tasty Tom Jollof Mix has all the ingredients to make jollof already mixed in the pack.
Is it going to taste the same?
So you say pa.
And if I jollof no hooking me.
Pour oil. Add 1 pack of 210 grams Tasty Tom Jollof Mix. Fry for 10 minutes. Add water, some cube, and salt. Add rice. In 45 minutes. Sharp. Let jollof now bing. Right on time.
Delicious jollof and in 45 minutes?
How?
Easy cry. Tasty Tom Jollof Mix. Delicious jollof. Sharp. This advert is FDA approved.
Pepsodent is aware that globally, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. That's why by giving her Pepsodent, you're not only protecting her teeth, but also helping her grow up and thrive at every stage of her life with a healthy and confident smile, so she can succeed and achieve all of her dreams. Because every smile matters.
Every child is so unique.
You like no other.
Outstanding in every way.
It's me like no other.
So anytime you walk and play,
You like no other.
you are special like Indomie.
It's me like no other.
Did you know that every child on the planet has their own unique fingerprint like no other?
You like no other. I can play the drums. I'm talented. It's me like no other. I can sing. I can dance. You like no other.
As well as their own unique talents and abilities.
I can cook. I can paint. You like no other. Indomie. It's you like no other.
So every day, in whatever you do, remember you are special in your own way, like no other.
Thank you, Mom, for letting me know I'm special and for making me my special Indomie.
Thank you, Mommy.
Introducing Indomie beef flavor. Buy now.
This advert is FDA approved.
Kojo, wait. Where are you getting all these items from in this economy? Kojo, are you stealing?
Papa, it's not like that. There is a guaranteed gift in every bag of Royal Aroma or precious rice you buy.
Oh yes, the good news is true. This one, it no be try your luck. Get to the nearest market and pick up any of the amazing Royal Aroma range of products or precious rice. You go win something instantly. Run away, dear. Royal Aroma say, oh yeah, ready be.
This advert is FDA approved.
Pepsodent is aware that globally, 1 in 2 children suffer from cavities. That's why by giving her Pepsodent, you're not only protecting her teeth, but also helping her grow up and thrive at every stage of her life with a healthy and confident smile, so she can succeed and achieve all of her dreams. Because every smile matters.
Hey, you people, you are not hungry, eh?
We are, Oma. We'll be there soon.
Go. Oh, why are you so unfair? Oh.
Babe, please calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. You Have you seen this red light? Oh, this red light is wicked. Oh, you are telling me to calm down.
Don't let hunger slow your veil. Chock it with the great tasting Royal King Cracker, made with butter and fortified wheat flour to keep you going with your burger level intact. Royal King Cracker. Take chock your hunger. This advert is FDA approved.
It's another week and we have a winner for this week's Hisense Super Crazy Giveaway moment. What do you want to say? Pacho kasa denka cry. Your friend will say. Ivy. Meaning say if you had the money now your restoration ebusian for. Pacho episode your hipan and your friend. Pacho dana hamoti. Hey, also Rebecca sa. Unyame Rebecca sa. It's a baby and I'm in Amuyo. Also Rebecca sa. A mama kuma tell me yeah. But say maho. Because I him to carry because I won't pay na Hamilton. Na the episode na the hipan and your friend.
But so baby and everything, we are all shame kunai. say ababom bibia ye ntoboase won sorry pepumpe embede won bibia wo say wo de mo hye nyame na wo di nyame ana mo echi na bibia be ye na yenda ko na be sorry no we di ye bibia ye ntoboase wa abam
abonse ma ho ampa enkahodo ene Hisense so say yemfa we mrel na yenda wase say wo hwe restoration today na wo catch your Hisense
so Hisense omunya manache ene ya papa nsunti komede se obi anko Hisense no go to bibia.
Yes, yeah, that's a pa nyame insure. So thank you. Next week we'll come your way with another winner. Welcome back, and that is our winner for this week's Hisense Super Crazy Giveaway moment. And before I went on the break, I told Franky that table, I need a seat there. I'll be the only woman on that seat. But still, you're referring a table of men.
So,
me na me obago.
I'm for the applications about.
Oh, mo ya man for me.
Anyway.
And me so me different. Me ya man for.
Finance.
Me.
Okay, na yo.
Mama me akunya e was at table.
Pharaoh yere.
Pacho Pharaoh kukuruku. Mama me akunya wo ho.
No be.
But you see, with the explanation you're giving me, it's a very great agenda.
Yeah.
But some of your colleagues or the same people you're trying to help are seeing it as a mafia.
Okay.
Obi say o menyom ye pa so nkrofo we do mo na esti form say enyandru mesonti no ye ma me nya hit.
They should take their time. God works in times and seasons.
Now what did they measure times and seasons?
Well, we are all spiritual people. We yenyom to na adwuma yi na we are all spiritual people. Obi na te yourself or na mo yourself. You get it? So we don't just work, we pray before we are led to hold something. Sometimes we deliberately also take it and ask God to open our eyes to what we must do to this person. We cannot do a bulk at a time. Do you know why? Because it's a strategy. Unless we get to a peak where we can actually assemble like
5 people
5
at a time.
to 6 to 10 people at a time, then we do it. But now, when they place their top 5, when they say they, I know you know who, the secular guys. If they place their top 5, we cannot go and place also top 5. We'll play one on top. Yeah? And when we play one on top, with our energies, we'll be able to push that one on top to meet them at first 3, and at least our person will be able to carry some crown home. That's the strategy for now.
So you started with Joe Metal.
Joe.
Then came to Diana Hamilton.
Yeah. Now we are doing PSA.
So now you're pushing PSA.
Yes.
I think PSA has worked extremely hard. Extremely hard.
Very well.
Now more pushing, but I think on her own, she's done the work.
She has that personal drive.
And I can say for a fact that you did not really pick her, but you saw her drive and developed an interest.
Well, there's a lot of work that went. So our works are not out there. We will not come out and say that we are doing this for you. No. But I can tell you on authority that on a daily basis, we are re-strategizing. I in person speak with the husband almost every week. What next? What next? What next? So when you are seated, you may think that, oh yeah, she has a personal. Me, I respect it.
Then you go like, this is the next big
This
thing.
is it.
So let's push it.
This is it. So it's willingness. When we also approach and they open up, then we go together. But some,
we all approach.
Some will close. Yeah. No, we don't want to.
You respect that.
Obia ne vision or ne oil okita in any direction. No. I don't remember any artist coming to us to say, this is a check for you guys. It's for the kingdom. We want God's people to take over what belongs to them. I started by telling you that gospel music was ruling Ghana. Back in the day, GTV, even when Black Stars was playing, don't play secular songs. Ostego sisters out there, Daughters of Glory, they were headlining every platform.
Huge.
What happened? We lost it. So I'm saying to you that we are working to take over what is rightfully ours. So we will take it. We will take it. And it's going to be very soon, the top 5 musicians you will name in Ghana will be top 5 gospel musicians. And that's our objective. We are not doing it for monetary reasons, but to expand the kingdom and to make Jesus proud that his name is going beyond borders, because they are traveling across the globe, flying the flag of Ghana at the same time preaching Jesus. That is our ultimate goal. This is gospel.
Wow. And the son I'm table na ya table.
Correct, but I'm on fortress on table now still.
I mean, sure, but I think so with the explanation that you've given me, maybe you should have a seminar where you have all these gospel artists. You explain to them so they know that we can't all go at a time. Let's all rally behind one person. Nipa ni drua. We've made a mark. Then we open that person becomes a springboard for you.
For the next.
Now you continue. The work is not just for the table of men, but for you as an individual. When you're writing your song, when you are producing your music, there are certain things you have to take into consideration. Because if the person knows some more how to push, hey, be or go studio, paper consulted. So my brothers, what do you think? I'm working on this, and you can advise. But when people feel isolated, they would always be rebellious. So I think, moving forward, you should have that open forum where everybody will feel part of it. Where if you're supporting me, don't go like, oh, because it's Stacy, that is why you're supporting. Because if you're supporting PSC, you have every reason to support her. She's worked hard. I've not seen a gospel artist who has worked as hard as she has worked.
Yes, that's true.
In 2022, 2023.
We must put that on record. She plays gigs on a daily basis, 7 days a week.
She can do 4 gigs in a day. She's in Tema, she's in Accra, she's in Takrade. The same day. The same day. Maybe that's all I read through. And she does it with passion and the same energy.
She never gets tired.
So if you're pushing someone like that, everybody goes, oh yes. And a few have that drive. A few have that drive. You look at people like Obapa Christie has that drive. Empress Gifty has that drive. So if they all know that it's for the greater good, let's all rally. Because sometimes, trust me, you have a gospel artist vying for Artist of the Year. Fellow gospel artists are not even posting the person. They are not pushing the person. The person is having shows. They will not even post the flyer. They will not do videos to support. They will not even go to show support. But if secular artists are doing something, everybody is posting. They will go. They'll go even go do surprise act. They don't advertise them. On stage, I'm going to appear, and it's beautiful. And now, if you want to be that pivotal person, or pivotal organization, you should be able to bring them together so we can achieve this.
But things are changing, to be honest. Whilst we are saying that, let's be also positive that things have changed over the years. You don't see
work in progress.
Yes. I mean, I could see a drastic change, because back in the day, it's difficult for a fellow artist to share one artist flyer. Now the story has changed.
But you know what?
When Celestine has a concert, everybody shares.
Let me be honest.
Everybody
Let me be honest with you, Frankie. We're all in this industry and we know the truth.
Yes.
People who
it's not all perfect. Yes.
Wait, people who post are actually friends of that artist. I won't lie to you.
Well,
because you know, we know how it works.
Yes.
Celestine and Cece are friends. Or Hima Mercy, it's like a sisterhood. So they all feel like, let's support each other. It would not be bad to see another artist who is not seen with that particular person post, just because it's for the kingdom.
Only a few cases, to be honest.
Just because I'm being blunt.
Yes, I know you.
Because you are having this table. That is why I'm tabling this, because at the end of the day, we're all looking at the greater good. How do we even encourage them to mentor and push the up-and-coming ones? I saw Diana give Efe Grace a chance. This year, she gave Diana a chance. If each one is holding a younger one up, we build a generation that will get to a certain level, that will hand over the baton to the next generation, because there is that mentorship. So you know that that is my point. So as your table is now this instrumental. These are things I believe you should look at. Okay. Intimidation, when your parliament.
No. Well taken.
Thank you.
I mean,
clap for yourself.
This should have been done last year, but I blame our chairman, Kusienest. We should have had our forum last year.
I'm coming like
we'll do it. This year we'll do it. We'll open it up, have a discussion on it,
let them come.
a conversation on it.
Let people vent, because
I know people have bottled a lot because they don't understand. Exactly.
But now after having this conversation, you say the same.
Exactly.
And let people. People are always afraid of what they don't understand. So let them understand. So that fear factor can leave. So we can all drive this agenda.
Right. Thank you so much.
Now, table of men, is it not big enough? Now, politics. What is happening?
With me?
Yeah.
Leadership. I led a lot of people when I was working in the bank. I've come to this side. I've come to lead a lot. And by God's grace, anything I touch is able to, grow into something that blossoms. So, yeah.
Politics.
Like I said,
now
it's time for God's people to take over the various spots of this nation and make decisions that affect the Christian
it's a thing
people.
of beauty.
Yeah.
It's a thing of beauty because Christians would always shy away from politics.
No, but when they decide,
complain.
it comes to tie you.
Exactly.
So we want to be part of decision making. It has to be godly. It has to be something that if Jesus were here, he would like. So it cannot be done when we are not there. So we need to begin to rethink, reposition, and redirect. That's why you see some of us going into, these political grounds and all that. And for me as a person, it's been a drive ever since I started doing my national service at Okuapem Rural Bank in Manfi. Okay. I saw the need to drive the youth in a certain direction. And how would I be able to do that? It's only when I'm in the Home of Affairs. So it's been long coming. I've nurtured it for a while. And I feel that it's almost time. The youth of Okre, where I was born, have supported me all these years, ever since I started working there. And we speak, we talk, and they need a change in developing their personal economic lives, to be sound people who can fend for themselves and their family. The only way we can do that is to be able to develop them in a way that they can actually put food on their own table. Yeah, and not to be begging every time from politicians. So I think it's time that we take industrialization to our people, because we have tasted it. We know how to sell people. So how can I be managing a big person's account and the person is flourishing, importing all sorts of things, and I'm managing that. I'm actually writing the credit, positioning the company manager and all that. Why can't I bring this same company to Okre?
Okay.
To employ my brothers and my sisters over there and direct it so Okre can develop and industries will move to Okre. I sit at a very advantageous government office under the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. And UNESCO statistics that came out in 2022 tells us that the biggest employer on this continent of Africa is the arts. And it's so true when you come to Ghana. The biggest employer of the youth is the arts. They are very either musicians, filmmakers, shoe shine, hairdressers, fashion designers, photographers, all sorts. The biggest employer is the arts. And I sit in a very advantageous office. The Creative Arts Agency of Ghana was set up by government. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo's government passed a law. For the first time ever in this country, there's a law that governs the creative sector. And that's the law that set up the office that I sit with, under the leadership of Ms. Jankroma Akufo-Addo, the president's daughter. She's the executive secretary, and I am the acting deputy executive secretary over there. Our role, simple, is to promote and protect the rights of the artists, in summary. To protect them and to promote them both locally and internationally. Position them so they can make economic sense in this country, so they can reflect when the parliamentarians are actually slapping GDPs and all that, arts people will appear. Because yes, we've been doing it, but like you know, in silos, people, all these beautiful things are done by our own arts people, but because it's not well coordinated, well managed, and well, you know, protected, we are not seeing the value of it. That's where I said. So I feel that the youth of Okre are the same people like the youth of this country. Arts must go to Okre. Art must go to it. There are lots of people there who are naturally endowed musicians, and I did DJs contest over there. Oh my God! And every town has great talent. When we talk about DJs in the Kuapim, a lot. I took Andy Dusty there, McQuaid, and I mean to just mentor these guys because they're on the street doing nothing. Doing nothing, but they are naturally endowed with these things that we can put them in the studios and make them gainful. So this is what drives that passion that is in me to be able to lead and cause a change. And I feel that it's almost time to be able to do this. And that's why you see that I'm leading a lot of things at the top there politically. It's almost time. It's almost time.
Yeah. So I can say it on authority that you're contesting for the parliamentary seat of your hometown come 2024? Well,
we're still consulting with elders.
Okay.
When the time is right, yes, indeed, it will happen.
Say, it will happen. Something you would want to do.
It will happen.
And I believe you would be a great leader.
Thank you.
I believe you, because with everything we've spoken about, you plan and execute. You just don't execute.
No.
So, and you've had success stories. But you
must prove
and you execute. There is proof.
Yeah.
So if you've been able to do all of these, it means that if you are given that mandate, you can do well.
Certainly, by the grace of God.
I'm praying that the good Lord would shower his blessings and favor upon you. If time comes after the consultation and the elders find it's appropriate, we would want to wish you the very best.
Thank you very much, my sister. God bless you.
God bless you too. It has been a wonderful conversation.
We can't wait.
But now I'm part of Table of Men. So Frank, it's time. Kindly pick a card and let's see what you're taking home today.
Well, let's see what we're going home with.
Hey.
I took the first card.
There was run.
Yeah. I should have gone down.
Ballot, no pen number one. Thank you for coming. You take home a Hisense air fryer. Hey, say to the politicians, so the we are holding.
Yeah.
Yes, it's giant children brain. Say air fryer. Me patcho.
Thank you.
With me there akokonam. This is what I use.
Thank you.
And you just
it's
fry.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
it's
you
from
just.
Where?
It's from Hisense.
Hisense.
Yes.
Oh wow. Nice.
So you don't need oil. That's the thing. So you fry without oil.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think
what do you have cocoa pan in there?
So
what the fried cocoa? A between roasted plantain and fried plantain.
Wow.
Feeling any different.
Wow. I'll try it.
Try it.
I'll try it.
Or chinao story at chicha cocoa.
Straight.
Nafagum.
From Hisense. Hisense, the product is good.
And I will say to feel like Ghana. Yes. Almost to say
thank you so much. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Yes. Name it does one.
It does. It does. Uncle Ma meji bi akofia ma dachi no abeji. Manka so ochi na.
Dachi.
No say dachi no abeji. Thank you very much for making time to watch us today. Thank you to our sponsors, Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people. Yas washing powder and Yas sanitary pad, Hooch Corn and Choco Flakes, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, Adonko Original Hand Sanitizer, and Adonko Next Level. A very big thank you to my Glam Squad, Ophelia of ABS Lux Line, to the Gele Center for this beautiful gele I'm rocking today. This is an auto gele, so you can get in touch with the Gele Center on Instagram, and they would serve you no matter the occasion. Thank you going out to Divine Cassie, GH Beauty Artistry, Brian Phil Photography, to M-Plan Media Productions. You guys are simply amazing. Always do remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. We'll see you next week.